I am here again, speaking with you, trying to piece together the fragments of my life. And the longer I look, the more clearly I see your hand in every detail, in every unexpected turn, in every door that slammed shut right in front of me, and in the one that remained open, in the people who appeared for a moment and changed everything, in the difficulties that seemed like the end of the world but turned out to be the beginning of something new. You led me, even when I was certain I walked alone, believing it was all my will and my decisions. And for this quiet, unseen presence, I am grateful. I don't know what you have prepared for me next. The path ahead is shrouded in mist, and it's frightening. Honestly, sometimes it's very frightening. The human mind craves control, certainty, guarantees. But you offer only trust. I don't see the full map. I don't understand the ultimate destination of this journey. Yet I feel that you are near, and I choose to believe. To believe that even the darkest and most convoluted stretch of the path is not a mistake, but a necessary part of the journey toward light, toward you. I choose to trust your design more than my own fear. Therefore, I don't ask you to illuminate the entire path or remove the stones from it. I ask for something else. Give me the strength not to stumble. Give me the wisdom to discern your quiet whisper from the deafening shouts of this world. Give me the patience to await your sign and the courage to follow it, no matter where it leads. Help me accept your will, even if it contradicts all my plans and desires. I want to become who you see me to be, not who I've imagined myself to be. Help me not to fear this silence where we can finally truly speak. And in this silence, the first thing I become aware of is my breath, this simple automatic rhythm, inhale and exhale. I so rarely think of it. I so easily forget that it is you who sustains it every second. I feel the air filling my lungs, my heart beating steadily in my chest. Thank you for this body, for hands that can feel warmth and cold, that can clench into a fist in helplessness and open to embrace. For legs that still hold me up, that carry me across the earth, even when I don't know where I'm going. For eyes that see the morning light, the clouds in the sky, and the faces of people, even if I don't always see what I should in them. For ears that catch both music and silence, and your subtle hints in the rustling of leaves. For all this complex and fragile vessel that I so often take for granted. And for these walls. For the roof over my head that protects me from rain and wind, from prying eyes in the darkness of night. For the warmth that keeps me from freezing. This is not just a house, it's a sanctuary. I know that millions don't have it. I know that a warm bed, the light from a lamp and food in the kitchen are not my right, but an incredible privilege. And I understand how easy it would be to believe that all of this is my merit, the result of my efforts, my sleepless nights, my right decisions. But that's a deception. Every peaceful sleep, every glass of clean water, every piece of bread, these are not my earnings. They are your mercy, revealed in the most ordinary things, your grace, which I did not earn or deserve, but simply received from your hands. In response to all of this, I want to give you the only thing that is truly mine, my burdens. I have brought them here, into this silence, and I want to lay them at your feet. Here they are. Take away my fear of the future, of not having enough money, of a job ending, of people leaving. Take away my self-doubt, that insidious voice that whispers, I'm not smart enough, strong enough, good enough. Take away my weariness from this endless race, from trying to prove everything to everyone. Take away my anxiety for health, mine and my loved ones. All these what-ifs that poison the present and steal peace. For so long, I tried to manage all of this myself. I made plans, calculated risks, built walls to protect myself. I believed that if I were smart and careful enough, I could control everything. How naive. My life is proof that my best plan isn't worth a dime compared to your simplest design. My attempts to control everything only brought tension and disappointment. I was a poor captain of my own ship, constantly veering off course and running aground. So I hand you the helm. You lead. I believe you know both the safe channel and the final destination port, and even if a storm lies ahead, I am calmer to be in it with you than in complete calm, but alone. And my memory readily provides evidence. I recall those moments when the ground gave way beneath me, when I was left alone with a decision beyond my strength. I remember nights when I stared at the ceiling, counting debts or losses and saw no way out. Logic screamed that it was all over, but something within, a quiet and firm voice, said, "Just wait for the morning." And I waited. And in the morning, help came from the most unexpected place. The right person appeared. A solution was found that I couldn't have even imagined. You didn't remove the storm, you led me through it. And I want to specifically thank you for this voice, for your comforting spirit who stayed with me in the deepest darkness. When I had no strength to even pray, when words caught in my throat, he was there. He gave me not euphoria or false hope, but something far more valuable. Peace in the midst of chaos, that inexplicable inner quiet when everything around me was crumbling. That tiny bit of strength, enough to take the next breath, the next step. He held me together from within when I was ready to fall apart. It was then that your promises, written in your word, came alive for me. They stopped being just beautiful phrases. They became an anchor. The promise that you would never leave me nor forsake me. The promise that your strength is made perfect in my weakness. The promise that all things work together for good. I clung to them like a drowning person to a life raft, and they held. They always held. These memories are not just the past. They are the foundation of my faith today. They are the evidence I present to my own fear. But my main argument against fear is not my memories. It is your sacrifice. The thought of it silences all inner noise. The thought that you looked at me, at all my imperfection, my mistakes, the darkness I carry within me, and decided I was worth your only son dying for me. This defies all logic. It is a love that cannot be understood, only felt. It is not an abstract idea. It is a concrete event, the blood and pain of the innocent for my guilt. When I try to comprehend this, all my problems and anxieties become so trivial, almost invisible. What debt, what illness, what loss can compare to this? You paid a price for me that I could never even imagine. You redeemed me not to live in constant fear. You redeemed me for freedom. And in this lies your greatest gift, not just forgiveness of the past, but the promise of the future, the promise of eternal life, a life I did not earn with a single act, which cannot be earned or bargained for. It can only be received as a gift, with empty and open hands. And I receive it, with reverence and silence, because words are powerless here. I accept this gift that overrides everything and gives birth to everything. This is my main anchor, not just a promise that you will help, but the knowledge that you have already done everything. And now I ask for one last thing. Transform my heart. Teach me to truly give thanks. My human nature wants to give thanks only for gifts, for clear days, for full hands, for easy paths. but I ask for more. Teach me to see your hand in the storm. Teach me to say thank you for a closed door, for an unanswered prayer, for a path that turned out to be harder than I expected, for healing, but also for the illness that taught me to cherish every breath, for success, but also for failure that made me humbler. Help me understand that your no is as much care as your yes. I no longer want to divide life into black and white. I want to see it whole, like your design, where even the darkest threads are needed for a pattern I cannot yet see. Therefore, I surrender to you everything that tomorrow holds, and the day after. And until my very last breath, I relinquish my right to understand, my right to approve, my right to complain. This is not a defeat. It is liberation, liberation from the burden of being a god in my own small universe. Here are my ideas of happiness, of a good life, of what I deserve. Take them, melt them down into something better. Here are my strengths, use them for your purposes. I'm no longer bargaining, no longer setting conditions. I simply trust you as the artist who knows what the painting should become. I am clay in your hands. Mold me, shape me, break me if necessary to create anew. I have nothing more to say. Words have run out. They seem superfluous, crude, like trying to describe a sunset with a piece of charcoal. There is only this presence, quiet, tangible, real. I close my eyes, and I simply breathe, inhale, exhale with you. And in this silence, I'm finally home.